And so now we are back with ACL Lab Part 2. In this video, I will teach you how to configure standard named SEL. So in this lab, what we're going to do is we will allow network 172.16.1.128 to access HTTPS services in server 0, which is on PC3 only can access secure web services on server 0. So before we start, I would like to test to ping from PC3 to PC0, which IP is 192.168.1.51. So I just type ping 192.168, sorry, .1.51. So you get the reply because we are not setting up any NAT on on network 172.61.1.128, unlike um 172, unlike this network, which is 172.16.1.128, it cannot ping the other side because we have set up both NAT on both router for these two particular network. So you need to understand that because both side has been set up with NAT, so you cannot ping because ping does not use any layer 4 protocol such as TCP or UDP. The SMP packets will run on top of the layer 3 or IP layer, which is layer 3. So because NAT has been configured, you cannot ping the devices on the inside network from the outside. So this is because they are not internet routable IP addresses, right? So hence the reason why in this case, because you haven't set up any NAT on PC3, so you still can ping on the other side of the network. So what we need to anticipate is once we apply the ACL, we are no longer able to ping to the other side. So let's start with configuring the ACL. Both services HTTP and HTTPS is turned on the server. So on the router 3 now, okay. So to start, you need to be in the global configuration mode. So the command is config T, config the terminal. So let us create the new ACL, which named is HTTPS only. So instead of using SS list and then followed by the numbers, in named ACL, we need to start with IP access list. Okay, IP access list, and then it needs to be followed with the type of the ACL, which whether it is a standard or standard. So in this case, we are using a standard, and then give the new name, which is HTTPS only. Right? So you will notice that when you press enter, so the prompt has been changed to configure as a standard name ACL prompt. Okay, so now we will allow the HTTPS services. So we permit TCP protocol. The source is 172.16.1.128, which is the network address for this particular network. And then because the subnet mask is 255.255.255.240, so the wildcard mask is you flip the numbers, so now we will get the 0.0.0.15. All right, and the destination, we specify the server global IP address, and we are going to allow only HTTPS, so I'll just use the 443 port number. So that's it. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write the deny statement for all other traffic. So just put deny IP any. All right. The next thing we need to do is we have to apply the ACL onto the interface. So now we need to apply it on G0.20 interface. Okay. And then IPSS group. Okay. Instead of using number, now we need to put the name of the ACL. So it's gonna be HTTPS only. Make sure you um, spell it correctly, and then the direction is in. So the flow of traffic is from PC3 to outside, so into the interface. Okay, so inbound direction. Okay, so let us check here. Okay, let us check here on PC3 whether everything works. So first of all, we will test the HTTP service. Okay, so you can see that there's no connection to the HTTP services on server 0. Okay, the next thing we need to do is we have to test the HTTPS. So in this time, we anticipate that the connection to the HTTPS services should be successful. So make sure you type the HTTPS header. So 200.200.200.3. See, right? Meaning here the ACL works. We only allow connection to secure web service from PC3 to the server. You can test with other services like FTPs, but I'm sure that it won't work because we only allow one services. Let me test with the connection to the to the PC0. So it won't work anymore because we do not explicitly permit the ICMP packet from PC3, which is to the 192.68.1.51. All right, so that's all for extended named ACL. So in the next part, I will teach how to edit named ACL in Cisco IOS.